Alright, so what I'd like to do is to start developing this section even more. As you can see, it sucks right now. So I'd like to start first with this color, this nice blue color. Let me just copy its, I can just get it from here, for example. Where is it? This one is actually the class body. Yes, I think it's this color. So I'm gonna just copy it and let's go here to my CSS. I think here we're using the blue one. I'm gonna just paste it here for the blue one. Just like this, we can delete that extra dash. Alright, let's go here, do refresh, and we gotta delete that. Delete the data. Alright, let's refresh, and there we go. We got our same color, which is looking awesome. So here, as you can see, we need to set the white color for all the stuff on the top. So let's do that. So here I'm gonna set it to C white. C white like this. Go back here. Oops, no, not this. The refresh here, as you can see, it's white, which is awesome. So before working on the, gotta do it to the bottom side. So in structure and stuff like that, this is gonna be C white. C white 2. Alright, so refresh. Bam. So what do we got? What should we be working on right now? So I'm gonna start working on the fonts. The colors, the fonts. Alright, so in this tutorial I'd like to show you how can we change the fonts of our text here to make it look interesting. So I'm gonna be jumping into the Google Fonts. I'm gonna show you how we include that. I'm gonna go here, for example, to this, and I'd like to choose, for example, some kind of so the roboto. Yes, we can use this one. This one looks awesome, but for the small, we need 2 copies of this one. We need the bigger one, this one, and we need the small one. So let's start with the bigger one first. So let's select the style, and I'm gonna dismiss this. So roboto, I'm gonna be importing the last one. This one, Control X like this, and let's jump here into our page, and I'm gonna jump into the head, and I'm gonna paste this link here. And we can also add, I don't know, I think I forgot, yeah, this one. So here we can call this one Google Fonts. I think it's the roboto. So Google Fonts roboto. Let me check if it's right. Yes, it's the roboto. Yeah, we can just copy it, and here we need to copy this, and let's go to the CSS. I'm gonna go to the CSS here, and let's call it, for example, fonts, text fonts or something like that. Okay, so I'm gonna start with F fonts family. Yes, it's the font family. So FF and double dash, and let's say roboto, and inside this brackets I'm gonna be putting the font family, which is roboto, sans serif. All right, so let's go back here. So we started with the bigger one, I think. Yep. So I'm gonna jump into, not the index, but to the bigger title. So this is the title of our page. Where is it? This one. So I'm gonna add a class here, and let's say ff dash double dash roboto. Okay, so let's save that. Let's go back to our text, and let's do refresh. And as you can see, it's working. We got the producing with Pro Tools first. This one has the roboto texts. If not, I like it to be yes, I think I'm gonna be using this one instead. Yes, this one. I don't want it to be italic. So this one. So let me just copy this. Let's go back, paste it here. So without the italic stuff. So let's do refresh. Perfect. No, it's perfect. All you have to do right now is to increase its size. So I'm gonna go back here, and let's start with FS font size double dash 2. So I'm gonna get back to my style here, and let's add another category. So let's say font size. And down below let's write the following. So which is for example, let's start with fs double dash 2, and let's say font size is equal to 2 rem. Alright, so let's save that. Let's go back here, to refresh. As you can see, it's bigger, which is awesome. I think it has almost maybe 1.5. It's gonna be fine. But even this one looks fine. Let me just replace it with this one. I like the longer title. So let's paste it here so that you can see it even better. Let's go back to refresh, and I think it's fine. Yes, it's fine, even though it's a little bit bigger. What about, let's go with 1.75. 1.75. Alright, so here 1.75. 1.75. So we should not be putting a point over there. What is this? Oh, that's a huge difference between the two and the, yeah, 1.75. Yes, we gotta do it here. So 1.75. Save. Let's go back to refresh. Looking perfect. Alright, so for the top one, I'd like to use the same Roboto, but I'd like to go to the top one. I'm gonna be using this one. So let's select this one, copy that. Let's go back here to the top again, and let's paste this one. So this is the second Roboto. So it's the same. Yes, it's gonna be weird right now. It's the same, except this one has the bigger bold or something like that. Let me try to see what's gonna happen, because it has the same class. There we go. So I think we gotta use another fonts. Yeah, gotta do that. So I'm gonna just delete this and keep using only the first one. But here let's find another one. Remove the italic. Yeah, let's use another one. I'm gonna go back to my fonts and let's use a light one. Almost some variable, yeah. Something like this, Roboto condensed, but we need to have a light. So let's go with this one. Or actually, let's go back, find another one. Or yeah, I think I just not familiar with this one yet. Remove this style, select this style. You know what, let's just exit this one and start again. Sometimes it's behaving in a weird way, so let's just let's go with this one. This one looks fine. Yes, this one. Just copy the first. Auslan, Roboto, condense. Yes, basically we can choose multiple links. So I'm gonna just delete, remove all. I'm gonna just keep this one. This one looks nice. Just copy it. I'm gonna paste it here as a second font, and I'm gonna be copying this one. Oswald. So second one, .ff dash Oswald. Not sure. Let me just check font family of this one. Oswald. Not Wald, but Wald. Oswald. So let's save that. Let's copy this, and let me go back here, and I'm gonna be applying it to the entire div. So something like this. I want everything to be affected with that. So let's go back to refresh. No, nothing is happening. Oswald, FF Oswald. Font family Oswald. Yes, why it's not working? So let's start again. Let's Control X, delete the cookies. Let's go back here to refresh. Still nothing. So we gotta fix that. Oswald, we got it. You know what? Let's do it to one element. I can just copy this one. Copy it, go back to some texts. For example, this one. Let's give it a class of this FF Oswald. Let's refresh. No, it's not working. Let me go back here and see what seems to be the problem here. Import, select, let's copy this again, let's go back here, save that, Oswald. The Oswald doesn't seem to be working, I don't know why. So refresh. Nope, let's choose another one. For example, this. Gonna just remove this one. And we can, for example, go with this. I like this one, this font, even though it's a little bit small, hard to read, but let's just check that out. Can just copy this, put it here again. And instead I'm gonna be copying this one, gonna be pasting it inside this. Oh yeah, I think I got the problem. This is why it wasn't working. That's fine, it's too late right there. Save this, go back to refresh. Yep, it's working, but it's really hard to read. It's nice, but it's hard to read. So let's find a bigger one. For example, let's remove this style, let's use this one instead. I'm gonna just copy this. Let's go back here and let me select this one and paste it. I think we just changed this value, so that's all. Go back, I'm gonna be duplicating this tab to see the difference. So let's refresh. You can see the difference. I think this one looks fine. Yeah. All right, so let's make it a little bit, let's make it really tiny. So yeah, let's just to make it similar to this. So I'm gonna get back here and let's give it a font size of, for example, FS _0.75. All right, so let's save that. Let's go back and let's add that. So I'm gonna just copy this one. Let's go down 0.75 and same thing here, 0.75. Let's go back to refresh. You can see it's tiny, but I think we gotta make it even more tiny. Let's remove this. See, yeah. I think I'm gonna just go with 0.5. 0.5, yeah, 0.5 is fine. Alright, so let's go here and let's do it 0.5. Save that. Go back here to refresh. 0.5. I think we didn't update it here. 0.5. Alright, so let's refresh. It's actually really tiny. I think 0.75 is fine. So let's keep those classes, maybe we can need them later on. I'm gonna just set it here to 0.75. Let's refresh, I'm gonna just keep it that way. Also for the top, I'd like to give it some space here, so let's add, I'm gonna be adding some break on the top, so BR, let's see. Alright, now it's good, now it's good. But for this one, I don't like to have too much space here. So I think I'm gonna be adding, where is the title? This is our title. I'm gonna be adding a margin top of 0. Margin top of 0. Let's see if it's gonna be working. Yep, it's working. And also a margin bottom of 0. Margin bottom MB of 0. Let's check. Don't have it yet. Let me just copy this class and let's create it. Then go to here and what is the margin? Yes, margin top 0. Margin bottom 0. Margin bottom of 0 rem. Alright, so let's save that. Let's go back here to refresh, and it's a little bit tiny, not like the previous one, but it looks better. Alright, so like I said, I'd like to apply the same font to everything. So this font here, this Oswald, I'd like to, instead of applying it to just this navigation bar, I'd like to apply to the entire div. So let's paste it here. But I'm worried about this one. I don't want it to be applied to this. So let's do refresh, and as you can see, it's applied to everything. And we have some kind of nice elements going on. All you have to do is just work a little bit with the font sizes to make them a little bit smaller. Alright, so here what do we got? So what about fs 0.75? Let's do refresh here. Even better. Start to look better right now. We applied the same font to everything. I think I'm gonna go with this way. This way looks fine. But to be honest, I think it should be a little bit thicker. So we tried this one. I think I'm gonna go with the light 300. So we can change that. From here. So light 300. Alright, so let's go back here. Let's do refresh. I'm gonna be duplicating this one to see the difference. Yes, there is difference. I think this way it's looking awesome this way. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. I don't understand why we're having this white space here. Why do we have that? Don't have it here. Yep. 30, 70. This one has the G white. Let me check the elements. Yeah, let me try the margin bottom of 0. Margin bottom of 0. Nope, nothing. Padding bottom. No, nothing. Nothing. Let's just do refresh. And let's simply continue our work. So right now what we should be working on, let me check. Let's go back here. I think should not be like that. I think putting this one inside another div is a must, even though we're gonna lose this top. I think that's fine. There is no need to worry about that. Yeah, I think that's a little bit. Alright, so we got the fonts. We set the fonts right.